Hi guys, I'm back with another video, and today we're diving headfirst into a world where fists fly, explosions are mandatory, and villains spend way too much time monologuing. You know the drill: tragic backstories, overpowered transformations, and attacks that require at least 5 minutes of screaming. But hey, we wouldn't have it any other way, so today I'm gonna give you guys 6 action anime that you have to watch right now, like now. So let's begin the video. On number 6, Ancient Magus Bride. Meet Cheesy Hattori, a girl who's had the worst luck ever. She's been passed around like a haunted doll and has given up on life. But she gets bought at an auction by a 7-foot-tall, skull-faced sorcerer named Elias Ainsworth. Yep, that's right, she gets bought. But don't worry, it's not that kind of story. Elias tells Cheesy that she's a rare magical being called a Slay Beggy, meaning she's got massive magical potential, but also an expiration date if she overuses it. Instead of just training her, Elias casually declares that she's also going to be his future bride. Dude, at least take her to dinner first. Now, Cheesy is thrown into a world of magical creatures, weird face shenanigans, and Elias trying to understand human emotions. Along the way, she meets dragons, ancient mages, and enough supernatural beings to fill a fantasy zoo. As she slowly learns magic and gains confidence, she also has to figure out what's the deal with her mysterious, socially awkward skeleton man fiance. If you love gorgeous fantasy landscapes, emotional character growth, and a love story that's equal parts heartwarming and wait, is this guy even human? Zrenia, then The Ancient Magus Bride is the perfect ride for you. On number 5. Yozakura family. You're a regular dude, just chilling in high school, crushing hard on your childhood bestie, Mutsumi. Life's all vibes until, boom, plot twist. Turns out her family isn't your run-of-the-mill nosy in-laws. Nah, they're full-on elite assassins. Yep, certified pros at serving up death like it's a 5-star meal. Taiyo, our main guy. He's just trying to confess his love like a normal person, but Mutsumi's psycho big bro, Kyoichiro, is like, nah fam, nobody's good enough for my sis. Dude's obsessed. He pulls some straight up villain energy, basically telling Taiyo, you date her, you die. But here's the kicker: to keep Mutsumi safe from all the crazy assassin drama, Taiyo has to marry her. And just like that, my man goes from awkward lovebird to husband and rookie assassin trainee overnight. Now Taiyo's gotta survive family dinner without getting poisoned, dodge booby traps like he's in an action movie, and somehow master killer skills to protect his new waifu. Oh, and did I mention he's up against assassins who use spy gadgets cooler than James Bond? Good luck, bro. On number 4. Sengoku Basara. During Japan's wild Sengoku period, warlords are throwing hands left and right, all trying to be the top dog. And smack dab at the top of the chaos is Oda Nobunaga, also known as the Demon King of Owari, which is just a fancy way of saying he's the biggest villain around. His life's mission: crush, conquer, and cackle menacingly while sipping wine in a dimly lit room. But not everyone is on board with Oda's evil overlord ambitions. Enter Masamune Date, the smooth-talking, English randomly speaking one-eyed dragon of Oshu. Alongside him is Yukimura Sanada, a walking fireball of enthusiasm who spends half his time yelling. Both warriors are crazy strong and really hate Oda, but there's one small issue: they can't stop fighting each other either. Instead of forming an alliance, they spend most of their time screaming battle cries, trying to outflex each other, and engaging in sword duels that turn into weirdly intense bro moments. But when Oda's massive army starts knocking on their doors, they're forced to call a temporary truce, because as much as they love their rivalry, getting steamrolled by the Demon King sounds worse. Now, they'll have to figure out how to work together, keep their egos in check, good luck with that, and somehow not get sidetracked by their never-ending competition. Because in a battle for Japan's future, sometimes even hot-headed samurai have to team up, whether they like it or not. On number 3. Most Notorious Talker. It's about a guy who talks so much, you'd think he's trying to win every argument ever, but plot twist, he's actually just really good at strategy. Meet Noel, a talker, which sounds like a fancy way of saying guy who bosses people around. Except in his world, that's considered a lame ability because it doesn't involve swinging swords or casting flashy spells. But Noel's all like, fine, underestimate me, as he uses his big brain and smooth words to assemble a ragtag group of adventurers and turn turned them into the ultimate dream team. Imagine a fantasy league, but instead of sports, it's deadly battles and dungeon raids, and Noel's the coach yelling strategies from the sidelines. It's part underdog story, part how to manipulate your enemies 101, and part why does this guy have more confidence than he should? Expect scheming, betrayal, epic fights, and Noel proving that words are mightier than swords if you yell them loud enough. I didn't have much expectations with it, but it is actually pretty good. You guys will love it. On number 2, Sakamoto Days. Meet Taro Sakamoto, once the most feared, legendary hitman in Japan, so powerful that criminals trembled at the sound of his name. He was cool, ruthless, and untouchable, and then he fell in love, got married, and became a chubby convenience store owner. Now, instead of assassins and gunfights, his daily battles involve discount coupons, annoying customers, and his wife's strict household rules. But just because he traded guns for groceries doesn't mean the underworld forgot about him. Old enemies and fellow assassins keep showing up to take him down, only to realize that retirement hasn't made him any less deadly. It's just funnier to watch. With his insane reflexes, superhuman strength, and zero tolerance for nonsense, he's still the baddest man around, even if he's doing it in an apron and slippers. With his talkative ex-hitman sidekick Shin, his no-nonsense wife, and a cast of wacky assassins, Sakamoto proves that just because you're a dad doesn't mean you stop being OP. It's a wild, action-packed comedy where the deadliest killer in Japan is also just a guy trying to run his store and not tick off his wife. On number 1, Dragon Ball Daima. Just when you thought Goku had run out of transformations, the Dragon Balls pull a fast one, shrinking him and his friends back into pint-sized versions of themselves. The story sends them on a wild new adventure full of mystery, new villains, and hopefully a tiny Super Saiyan moment that breaks the laws of physics. Daima takes place before the events of Dragon Ball Super, meaning no Ultra Instinct, no Beerus munching on food, and no multiversal tournaments. Just classic Dragon Ball craziness with a fresh twist. Now, let me be honest with you, I didn't have many expectations, but Dragon Ball always surprises me. The wacky adventure, mysterious enemies, and classic Toriyama comedy feels like the good old days again. So nostalgic I enjoyed every single episode. How can I forget about the animation? I mean, the more I watch it, the more episodes get even crazier with the animation, the camera movement, and the use of CGI is amazing. This anime is worth watching. If you are a fan of Dragon Ball, you're gonna love it. That's the end of this video, and if you enjoyed, hit that subscribe button. Also tell me which anime you're going to be watching tonight. I'll see you in the next one.